Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Kept it and he's past the mark. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Working that wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. Complete downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Looking to fire. This time it's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. This is a designed run. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? On 4th down, trying to find his man. Oh, they're after him! They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on 4th down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That's reeled in. It's Williams. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
3rd down play from the gun. Caught close to the marker. It's Adams. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Adams. Breaks into the open. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5.
Return brings it out to the 13. And your UCLA Bruins will take over 1st and 10.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And just having a guy that can continually make plays on the ground, it just opens up space for your running back, for your receivers, makes you defend the whole field, and it's not always big gains, but you've seen him today, man. It keeps the offense in positive situations with just little plays here and there, knowing he's a threat.
Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Bruins want to move quickly. The Bruin uniforms look pretty, but don't let it fool you. They'll stick their face in the fan and run it tough like a Freeman McNeil used to.
Okay, good pull. Freeman McNeil, I don't remember him, but I do remember a guy like Maurice Jones-Drew, who's a little bowling ball and just ran physical, and just finding those guys that you can feature in your offense.
And the Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a deep man. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They kick it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and look for room. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
The give is to Williams. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the 1st period as we take a look at the stats. That 1st quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the 2nd. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to pass. Got his man in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude can throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
They go to the wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. Couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose it.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Nittany Lions will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires left. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. The throw to the outside is complete. There he goes. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
The Nittany Lions trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And I think QB's rushing, especially in the RPO game. You want to get that ball. Okay, I'm pulling it now. I got to throw a strike right now and get it on him. And you can tell, throws it to the left and doesn't get it to his wide receiver. It's just maybe a little bit of hurrying too much.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Here's a heat. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback may change this route. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds the tight end. Still running at the 40. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but Got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. The inside handoff. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
The Bruins in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. And the Bruins have taken it inside the 20. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? The go-ahead touchdown called back after the flag, and this offense going to have to regroup quickly. The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Buying some time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. With the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Bruins! Great job by the back on the option.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
UCLA 14 and 10.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man. It's Pitts.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Martin. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
The offense really needed some points to dig themselves out of this hole. Before the half, what did they do? They turned it over. The worst thing they could do, now they dug themselves an even bigger hole.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Might be changing the route. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes.
Ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On fourth down, going to the air. Throws to the wideout. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Pickup of 13. And first down for the offense.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Bruins will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Fires to the wideout. Lost, the defense is wide open. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. He might want another play. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Complete to the left. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in the perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
And the Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Bruins will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Back to throw. It's Baker. Fires to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Martin. They'll pick up 4. 2nd and 6 coming. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Get a pass rush like that, and the Bruin faithful will give you an 8 clap and a heartbeat.
They'll get jacked up. They'll get excited. I mean, you think about a defense, you got to get those guys up front. You want to dominate college football, you want to be in the mix, find those big defensive linemen that can make plays.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Baker. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Floating away. He'll pull it down. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Got it behind the line. It's Adams. Turning it on. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And the Nittany Lions started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. A run for the quarterback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost it.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough day for this defense so far, guys, especially against the pass. They haven't been able to force that many incompletions. They've already allowed 2 TD passes. They need more plays like that, and they got to be able to put it back-to-back to gain some confidence defensively.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Touchdown, Penn State! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to get rid of it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Bounced off his feet. And the Bruins headed quickly to the line. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Snagged out of the air. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
No gain on the play.
Sends it back in motion.
Coming up.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. To throw, it's Baker. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on first and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on first and goal. They want to run this quarterback. Fighting off the defender. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Using his feet. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. They go to the draw. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Yeah, the offense was trying to go draw, make it look like pass, but I'll tell you, the linebackers weren't fooled. They came down hard quickly, got into the backfield, and got the tackle for loss.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Spirited matchup with ramifications inside CUSA today, guys. Here's how it finished up. Middle Tennessee is going to enjoy the trip back to Murfreesboro after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road and you stack wins there in Floyd Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where CUSA is right now, and man, what a difference.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you have those situations.
diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Bruins will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Back in the old days when they used to kick it back and forth just to play defense? Is that what we're doing here? Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Might be calling a hot route. Pocket breaking down. Still looking, on the move. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Bruins want to crank the tempo.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
And this is how the wind can really affect a game. It's not just for kickers, but quarterbacks as well. And on that last throw, guys, it looked to me like he was throwing it into the wind, and that definitely affected the velocity of the throw. It also affected the accuracy, and that's what caused the interception.